Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the Say Gay podcast with me. How's everybody doing, you guys? I'm good. I'm good. I was gonna say I'm excited to be back, but I say that every episode. But I'm good, you guys. Happy Wednesday when you guys are listening to this. I'm recording on Tuesday, so happy Tuesday for me. But happy Wednesday when you guys are listening to this. I am excited. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are having a good week. This has been a long week. Like, it's been a long past 2 weeks for me. But I'm excited that I've been, like consistent, like with posting again, you guys. I took the 2 weeks off, but I'm back to consistently posting, because I want to give you guys some content. So today, you guys, I have an episode for you that I'm actually excited to talk about, but I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to talk about this topic. But I want to talk about it just because, like I've said before, you guys, I like to talk about things I'm going through in life. I like to talk about things that pertain to me that can possibly help other people. So that's kind of what this topic is going to be about. And before I get into this topic, I just want to give y'all this is not everything I talk about in this podcast. Obviously, a lot of it is stuff that is going on in my life, but it's not necessarily targeted at anybody specifically. So when you guys are listening to this episode, I don't know, somebody might be listening to this saying, is this about me? Whatever. It's probably not. I don't want anyone to think that it's targeted towards them because I don't go on the podcast to call bitches out. If I was trying to call y'all out, I would say to your fucking face. So, just saying. But I just don't want anyone to get, butthurt over what I'm about to talk about in this episode. So, it is stuff that I'm going through. Obviously, like I say, I like to talk about things I'm going through, but I don't want anyone, like I said, to think, don't take it personally. It's not about you. It's probably not about you. If you think it's about you, it's probably not about you, okay? Because this isn't about anybody specifically. This is just shit that I'm going through. So, today, now I'm here we go. But today I want to talk about friends, making friends, having friends, your friends, friends in life, blah, 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 all that. And then fake people. So we're talking about fake friends and fake bitches, toxic people, because, well, a big reason that I want to talk about this is because last week's episode, I was talking about cutting off people that are toxic in your life, not keeping toxic people around. And so I wanted to talk more detailed about fake people, toxic people, friends, fake friends, real friends, whatever. I want to talk about a little bit all of it. And obviously this isn't a super gay topic, but this kind of pertains to I think everybody really. And I know especially in your coming out journeys, a lot of people go through having fake friends, having people that only want to be, there's people out there who only want to be your friend because you're gay. Let me tell you, how many fucking little white bitches that I've met that have been oh my god, let's be best friends. I'm I don't even know you. The fuck? I don't want to be your best friend just because I'm gay. Hello? So people are like that. But yeah, I just want to talk about that because like I said, it's, I don't know, for me, it's not necessarily that I'm saying everybody or that I'm necessarily surrounded by fake people, but it's kind of I've realized who's real friends to me and who's how you have those best friends that you tell everything, you guys hang out all the time, and then you have those side friends that it's you see them at functions or see them at work, you see them out whatever. So I guess for me I'm navigating a lot of my friendships lately. So yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about today. But first thing is just learn who your friends are, you guys. Learn, I just said, learn what kind of friends you have and learn where those friends fit into your life, okay? You don't have to be friends with everybody. You don't have to be friends with all your coworkers. If I tell you guys, there are so many of my coworkers that I do not like, but I don't know if you guys can hear Apollo, but he's snoring in the background. Anyway, I have certain friends, I have work friends, and then I have my best friends, and then I have my going out friends. I have my I just have different types of friends. So learn who your friends are, learn what kind of friends you have, because not everybody is going to be your best friend that you can tell all of your deepest, darkest secrets to. Let me tell you, I have only select few people. Literally I've said this in almost every episode, but my best friend in the entire world that I tell every single thing to is my mom. I literally tell her everything. And some people, I've had people be that's weird. I don't know. If you think it's weird, go fuck yourself. I don't care. I do not give a shit about anyone. If anyone ever tries to come in between me and my mom's relationship, bye, bitch. You don't need to be in my life, because my mom is my best friend. I love her. And that is the person that I tell everything to. So it's you're gonna have, like, not everybody in your life is gonna be like that. Not everybody's gonna be your best friend that you can tell all of your deepest, darkest secrets to. And your best friend like that could be a family member. Like, it's okay if that's your mom, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, whatever. Like, it could be anybody. Or it can just be a friend. It could be a childhood friend. Like, I have my childhood best friend, and we still talk all the time. Like, I tell her a lot of things as well. I don't tell her everything, but I tell her a lot too. But also, she lives across the fucking country. So, Emily, if you're listening, I mean, she just visited me, so, like, it's fine. But yeah, she's my childhood best friend as well. So just learn the kinds of friends you have. Like, learn who's, like, your work friends. Because, like, a lot of the time, like, I have a lot of work friends that I don't see outside of work, like, at all. And that's fine. Like, I don't mind that. Like, I'm a very social, friendly person. So, like, when I'm at work, obviously, like, I like to connect and talk to people. But, like, I don't always see them outside of work. Like, shit happens. So, yeah, just learn your friends. When people show you who they are, believe them. Like, I think I was at I don't know if that was a TikTok or, like, I saw it on Facebook or something, but, like, when people show you who they are, they show you their true colors, believe them. Like, 100% believe that person for who they are, because they could be a real shitty person and they're gonna show you that. Like, don't ignore that. Don't ignore, like, red flags like that in friendships. Like, I know a lot of people talk about, like, red flags and toxic people as in, like, dating, but, like, friends are also, like, you can have toxic friends. Like, friends can weigh you down, friends can show you their red flags and be toxic as well. So when people are showing you who they are, if they show you how toxic they can be, if they show you that they're a real fucking friend, that they're gonna be there for thick and thin, believe them, you guys. Okay, people show you who they are almost every single day, so just literally believe them for who they say they are. Okay. This is something I have learned so much in my life, especially recently, is some friends are in your life for life, like forever, and some friends are temporary. Some people are only going to be in your life for a season or a reason. Me, a little poet here, but some people are only in your life for a little bit to, like, potentially show you something, teach you something, help you learn something, or, like, anything. Like, they could be in your life to hurt you and show you that you don't need that kind of friend in your life, and then you have to move on. They could show you great things. They can teach you a lot of things, and then you guys just move on. Like, I don't want to say, like, I'm, like, a flip-floppy friend, but, like, I have cycled through friends throughout my life. Like, high school friends. Like, I don't talk to anybody from high school except for my childhood best friend. Like, she's the only one I still talk to. I don't talk to anyone else from high school. I have had, like, past work friends that I don't talk to anymore. Like, but a lot of those people, like, they weren't necessarily, like, toxic. It was just, like, they, may have taught me something, or I had those friends in my life for that season of my life, and then I changed and we weren't compatible. And, like, a friend breakup, like, I guess that's how you could describe it, is, like, that's okay, like, sometimes, like, it's just like a normal relationship. Not every relationship is gonna last you forever. Like, not your significant other might not be with you forever. Like, it is what it is. You have to learn that sometimes people, like I said, are in your life for a season. And then some people are in your life for life. Like, my mom is in my life for life. She ain't going nowhere, bitch. And I know she's listening to this. Like, you ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be friends forever. And, like, that's how I feel about, like, my childhood best friend at home too. It's like, we're gonna be friends forever. Like, and those are people I know that are gonna be in my life forever. And, like, those are my life or friends that I can tell things to and whatnot. So, and then I know, like, there's other friends that I have that I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna be in my life forever, and I don't know if they're just here for a season. But like I said, I've had a lot of friends teach me things, like, throughout my life, of what I do and don't, like, what I will and won't tolerate, almost, basically. Like, your friends, in a way, will teach you a lot of the things that you're willing to put up with, the things you're willing to have and whatnot. Like, when I lived in, La Crosse, Wisconsin. I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but, like, I used to live in La Crosse, Wisconsin for a while, and I had a lot of friends there, a lot of work friends, a lot of friends outside of work and stuff. And, like, a lot of those friends showed me what I don't want in my friendships. And I don't know if anybody who I was friends with in La Crosse listens to this podcast, but I'm not, like, trying to call anybody out for that. And, like I said, this episode it might not be about you, so don't take it personally. But a lot of my friends in La Crosse at the time showed me what I did and didn't want in friendships. And a lot of it was, like, just, like, those friends, like, weren't there for me in a time of need. Like, I know that, like, I have friends that I can go to when I'm going through something, or when I want to hang out, like, I can hang out with them. Like, those are just things that, like, I guess I noticed, like, when I lived in La Crosse, is that I knew what I would and wouldn't put up with. So I learned a lot about that. And then when I was in Minnesota, I made a lot of friends before COVID hit, and like I learned a lot more. So I don't know, I learn a lot from like friends and friendships and relationships, and like I try to take everything as a learning experience. I am like king of saying like everything happens for a reason and it is what it is, and like everything does happen for a reason. People are in your life for a certain reason, and they might be placed into your life forever, and they might be placed in your life temporarily. Some friends, you might be friends for a long time. You might have a breakup or whatever, and you might get back together. Like my childhood best friend at home, Emily, like we had a friend breakup, like I think twice. Like we didn't talk for a while, and then we're best friends again. Like shit happens, you know? So I think everything happens for a reason, and people are placed in your life for a reason. And so like that's kind of like the same thing as a relationship. Friendships are the exact same way. Friends don't stab each other in the back, and they don't talk shit. Friends stand up for friends, okay? This is something I actually heard on another podcast, and I'm kind of stealing it. If you guys know who Leo Skepsky, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, Skepsky, I don't remember. He's a TikToker. He was talking on his podcast, or maybe it was just a TikTok, I don't know. But he was talking about when he was looking at his friendships, he was like, he's like, if I have a so-called friend that's in a room full of other people, and those people start talking about me and I'm not there, that friend either better stand up for me or they better remove themselves from the situation. And if your friends are like in a room full of people that are talking shit about you and they're chiming in, they're not a friend, you guys. Like that is so fake. And I hate that shit. Like I don't like when I hear people talking about me, I'm like, for what? Like, what are you talking about me for? Like, you have no business talking about me. If I'm not there to defend myself, shut up. Like, that's so fake. And so, friends just don't do that to each other, okay? Like, friends don't let other people talk shit. Friends don't sit there and talk shit. Friends don't stab each other in the back. Like, friends don't air each other out. Like, I have never been so mad at somebody in my entire life that I've aired their dirty laundry on social media, out and about. Like I don't do that. Like it's just, that's dumb. Like it serves no purpose, you guys. And like just not like, I don't know, like I don't, I if I'm in a room, I am not a confrontational person. If you guys might think because I'm so social and outgoing and blah blah that I might be confrontational, I'm not. I hate confrontation. I don't want to call people out. Like I don't like that. It's not my thing. So if I'm in a room that like someone's sitting there talking shit about a friend of mine, I'm gonna remove myself like immediately. I'm literally gonna go up to that person and be like, I'm leaving. Like I don't like this. I don't want to, like this is not for me. Like I'm not gonna sit there and like be like, you're a bitch. Like, but like I'm not gonna go in on them. But like I'm just gonna remove myself from the situation because I don't want to be involved. Like I'm not gonna sit there and talk shit with you. I'm not gonna kiki with you. Like that's not cute to me. Like especially if you're talking about one of like close friends. Like no, it's like the same way that like I say if anyone tries to get in between me and my mom. Like if anybody talks shit about my mom, you guys, I would flip the fuck out. Like that is one person that I will always stand up for, no matter what. But it's just, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not confrontational, and so like I just won't be in that environment. Like I'm gonna remove myself. So, and like the like stabbing your friends in the back, like I just don't get that. Like why are you like going behind your friend's back and doing shady things? Like just don't be friends with that person. Like break up with that friend. Like it just, why are you friends? Like that doesn't make sense to me if you're gonna be fake like that. Like it's just gross, it's ugly, it's not cute. Like just go. I don't like that. So friends don't do that to each other. So if you have a friend that's, you know, sitting in a room of other people talking shit about you and they're chiming in, they're probably not your friend. If they're stabbing you in the back, airing out your dirty laundry, they're probably not your friend, okay? So just be aware of those things. People can be fake and toxic and we might not know right away. This is something, again, like people are in your life for a season, kind of the same thing, but like people can be very toxic friends and you might not even know at all. Like it'll take you a little while to notice or know those things. It's like I used to have these, well, I've had friends in the past that are very bad friends and it took me a while to notice. And like I've probably talked about like few stories that like certain friends have like been racist, homophobic, and like I will not tolerate that shit. Like if you're gonna be racist or homophobic, I'm not gonna be your friend. It's just, that's gross to me. Like even if I wasn't gay, still like that's just gross. Like I don't know. Like those are the things that I support in life, and so if you don't support them and you're gonna go against them, like we're not supposed to be friends. Like especially if you're homophobic. Like girl, I'm gay. Like you ain't gonna say homophobic shit to me and think you're gonna get away with it, okay? But yeah, a lot of people can like be toxic in your life, and it might take you a little while to notice. But again, it's one of those learning experiences where it's going to teach you like what you're willing to tolerate, because some people might be willing to tolerate a homophobic friend or a racist friend, which I don't understand. Like I would never do that, but like also that's not my friendship. But you might realize those things that you are willing to tolerate. And for me, like I've learned a lot about like what I will tolerate from my friends, and I won't tolerate that behavior because it's gross, it's disgusting. I don't want to be surrounded by those people because I don't want people to think that I am also that way. So it's like a learning experience. And like I said, you might not know right away, like about those friends, and like it might take you a while to realize they're toxic, but again, it's all a learning experience. Cutting people off, like it's like I think I said this last week, is like I am like the quickest to cut a bitch off. Like I talk to my mom about that all the time. It's like I will cut anybody off like so fucking fast because I just don't tolerate that shit. Like I would rather have no friends than have fake friends. Like I would rather sit in this fucking house every weekend and not do anything than be hanging out with fake bitches that I don't align with. Like it's just not my thing. I don't do that. Like I'm not gonna kiki with fake people that are, you know, fucking talking shit, being messy, like all that stuff. Like it's just not for me. Like I would, like I said, I would rather stay in this house. I'd rather have no friends than be friends with fake people, because fake people don't serve any purpose in life. Like for me, they don't serve any purpose for me. So that's why like my cutoff, like cutting off people, toxic people is so fucking like quick, and like I just literally will completely ignore you. I will delete you off social media. Like, I just don't care. I don't need to be involved in your life. You don't need to be involved in mine if you're going to be fake and toxic. Like, cutoff game is super strong. I'll block you. Like, and obviously, like, some people might struggle with that of, like, cutting people off because they might be like, oh, like, what if they change? Or, like, well, like, again, like I said before, when people show you who they are, believe them. Because a lot of those, like, deep-rooted issues, like racism, homophobia, transphobia, like, all those things are things that are hard to change in a person. Like a lot of those people aren't going to change, and like hopefully they will, and whatever. Like when if you're homophobic and I cut you off, like if you are coming back around, I wish you the best. Like I hope that you come back around and like maybe we can be friends later on. But like a lot of the times when people show you who they are, you got to believe them. So that's why like just learn how to cut people off. Like it's really not that hard. You can just cut people off unless you live with them, obviously. But I don't know. I'd be living in the same town as people, and I still be cutting them off because I ain't got time to be dealing with that. So, yeah. Then again, don't keep. This is my last note here, but it's just don't keep toxic and fake people in your life, because it doesn't serve you any purpose. Like it's just gonna drag you down. It's gonna make it a lot harder. Your toxic and fake friends aren't gonna care if you're going through something. Like even the times that I'm going through like some shit mental health stuff, like I've noticed that like certain friends are there and certain friends aren't there, and like again, notice who is and isn't there for you. You like when people show you who they are. It's like it's those things. So just don't keep those people in your life. Like in my opinion, like I don't know. Especially like, and I don't know if this might sound shitty and this might be like a controversial thing that I'm about to say, but like if it's a friend that's a toxic friend, like, and I cut you off, I don't owe you an explanation of why I cut you off, in my opinion. I have cut so many people off, especially when I live back home, and I won't give them an explanation. Like, they might never know why I cut them off, but it's like, I don't feel like I owe that to you. If you're a bad friend, I'm not gonna give you it sounds shitty, but I'm not gonna give you the respect of like why I'm not talking to you anymore, because I don't want you in my life. Like, that's the exact reason that I'm cutting you off, is I just don't want you in my life. Like, we don't align. Like, I don't know. I don't give everybody an explanation of why I cut them off. Like, it is what it is. And like I said, that might sound really shitty and that might be a controversial thing, but if you're a shitty person, I don't want you in my life. Like, and it might make me a shitty person for cutting you off that easy, but it just is what it is. So just don't keep toxic people in your life, and just realize who your friends are, realize what kind of friends you have, and like, just have good people in your life, have good friends in your life, because having good friends and good people surrounding you it's just a better feeling. You're gonna have more like, you're gonna have a better experience, you're gonna have more fun, like all those things. Like, it's just gonna be better. So just having like good people like that. And even if you have one best friend for the rest of your life, like I would rather have one best friend that I can tell everything to than like a bunch of like people that don't give a shit about me, in my opinion. So I don't know. That's just my hot take on friends and fake people and, you know, cutting people off. Like, that's just how I feel about it. And like I said, I don't keep toxic people in my life, and I know what kind of friends I have. I know what kind of friend I am. So, yeah, that's just what I want to talk about today, is just friends. I love friends. And if you are my friend, I love you. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I have no friends and, like, my friends are blah, blah, whatever. Like, obviously, like, all my friends out there, and even my friends who are listening to this, I know a lot of people who do listen to this are my friends. I love you guys. You guys are cool shit. Like, I respect you. I love you guys, and you guys are great. So, yeah. But I hope you guys got something from this podcast. I love you guys as always. As you guys know, you can always find the podcast on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube, and social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at the Say Gay Podcast for all those platforms. You guys can go follow along. Please share the podcast. You guys can share the reels. You can send the link to your friends and whoever. We have a link tree. Send it, because obviously the podcast is shared word of mouth. So I appreciate it, you guys, if you guys do go and share it. And tell your friends about it. Tell your friends, family, whoever. Your cat, dog, tell him. Listen to it with them. Paulo, he's always in here with me when I record. He should be a guest on the frickin' podcast, you know? But anyway, I love you guys as always. I will talk to you guys next Wednesday, and have a good week. Love you.